Now, I wanted to continue to talk about a very interesting project that we do to really showcase the fact that individuals could help. Now, we talk about the plastic bottles. It has always been a fascination for me because I just hate the thing. I just hate the bottle. So we and a few other guys got together and said, well, how do we tell people about this? If I were to put 5,000 bottles here, all used, ugly and dirty, with you guys, and I say, hey, please recycle, half of you will think I'm crazy, the other half of you will just walk out of the room. But so we challenged ourselves to do something very interesting. And we created a project that combines 3,000, 5,000 art pieces made out of recycling plastic. You can see one of them right at the end of the stage. There is a little windmill on top of the stage, not the roof, the stage. Yeah, right there. And it's made with a plastic windmill. And it's made with a recycled plastic. Yeah, camouflage. We made 3,000 pieces of this. We mounted on a light art sculpture. We had people coming in every night to make one of these things to bring home and learn about recycling, about plastic bottles. And guess what? This was a project called In Celebration. It was showcased last year in the Marina Light Art Festival. And guess what? 1 million people came in and to look at it. But the crux of the thing was, it wasn't a project that was created by us. It was a project that was created by the people, the 150 volunteers that came together to try to do something different. And with that idea, they actually went on to talk to almost another 150 other volunteers, and 1 million people came to a festival to look at this last year. It was an interesting project because this is how it exactly looked like. The sculpture is 5.8 meters, and it actually installed with LED lights, low energy LED lights, as well as you can see on top of the sculpture. These are all the windmills, thousands of it that was made each by an individual who walked by, and taking the message home that the little bit actually counts. Now, another crazy idea I want to share with you today. This behind is not a pile of soil. This is actually coffee. The coffee that you drink every day has the residue. 88% of the nutrients that is locked in the coffee doesn't go into the drink. It stays in the coffee bean itself after it's being used. So we, and my guys in Alpha Biofuels, we were looking at how we could extract 12% of this oil into biodiesel. So we started a whole series of very fancy stuff. We distillated, we cracked it, we roasted, we did everything we could to draw out 12% of oil. And we made biodiesel of it, and we were happy with it, but we realized it's not going to be financially feasible because 1 liter of biodiesel made with coffee is going to cost us $5. And my researchers, being researchers, they were quite lazy, and they left the residue there for a few days, and we realized mold starting to grow on it. And mold started to grow so fast that we thought, hey, that's a good idea to try to do something about it. So we came up with a very crazy idea, and we went to Starbucks and we asked them, how much coffee do you really have? Well, they said, we have tons of it if you really want to collect it. So I said, fine. So we created this big scheme where we take coffee and we compost it, and we then try to bring it to a community farm. And those of you staying in HDB flats, those are areas in between HDB flats where you see senior citizens growing stuff there, and it's sometimes messy, and most of the time when there's a dengue fever festival season, people will go there and start to fork out the place. We went there and we tried to get the school students to try to get this, and then try to get them to plant some stuff, and try to get Starbucks to buy them back, and then try to get Starbucks to sell them to you guys. Trust me, it's all safe. So this is a crazy scheme that we came out of, and we went to talk to people. And we went to talk to so many people that suddenly it doesn't become crazy anymore because they really came in and helped. So we went to the school and we tried to ask them to try to grow this and try to test it out. Eden School is one of those, but we have so many schools doing it with us that suddenly people writing science paper out of it. The German schools had written 2 papers out of it, and now we have even universities, researchers going into this. And they started growing plots and plots of stuff. And the next thing we know is to sell the idea to the old folks. Now we don't forget that there are old folks seriously who doesn't believe in any of this. The old folks in the senior citizens just want to do their daily thing, you know, don't kind of bother me too much. What is Starbucks? I've never even heard of it before. But, you know, we brought the old folks to understand this, do a lot of sweet talking to them. The next thing is, we also talked to the young guys. And things started to roll fast. And what we did was that we were given a plot of land. And this plot of land was built with young people. And really, we will never imagine Singaporeans to be farmers. And these guys come, they are weekend farmers. They still want their job. They still want to have a family, their car and everything. But on the weekends, they come in, they start to build this. And this was actually officiated with Dr. Jane Goodall. We were really happy when she was here. She came in and then she put a handprint, and we were happy planting stuff for a while. And this is what happens when we started to plant in day one, in zero, right? So that was about 2 months ago, or 1.5 months ago. This is what happens after 1 month when you use coffee as the main fertilizer. We basically unlocked a very interesting fertilizer that could be used. So really, we call this place Kaki Square because there are a lot of kakis. For those of you who don't understand, kaki means friend in Malay, I think. And you can see from here a very unique example of Singaporean youth who you think will never be a farmer, getting their hands dirty and trying their best to talk in the dialect that the auntie will understand. It's very interesting to see a Malay trying to speak Hokkien and Chinese trying to speak Teochew. It's really funny because it's really hilarious when the young guys try to speak about all these dialects. And come harvesting, everybody just harvests every week, and we have so much deal. This is actually deal growing out of our heads that we are trying to find people who wants to have it. Really. So if you guys want to have a lot of deal to eat, you know, salad or whatever, just come and pluck it. It's free. I'll bring some coffee. So really, the whole idea about what we can do to rethink and reprioritize and have some resolve is really this: creating that positive social behavior amongst all of us, that perhaps the idea from there will grow. And once the idea grows, it will become, it will have its life of its own, it will evolve, and it will continue to evolve to a point where it's just amazing, and you can just stand at Kaki Square today and feel that so much energy, positivity coming out of it, that it's just simply wonderful. And I invite all of you guys to come out, you know, into the warm and sunny place there, feed a bit of mosquitoes with us. And so therefore, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you.